That's what these people don't know. And, those are the things that we need to understand in cases like this. So, to stand firm is to say, one of the reasons why I'm not going to be accepting, and I know that there is evidence sitting in that phone, is because in the first place, putting Adura as a complainant in this case has exposed to undercharge. If somebody in a particular, let's take for instance in an incident, somebody got into the house, he came in to rob, an armed robber got into the house, he came in to rob, he was carrying ammunitions, maybe GUN, and then they now broke, when they got into the house, how they got into the house, they went as far as breaking, maybe burglary. They broke the burglary or went through the roof to get into the house. So armed robbery, illegal possession of arms, burglary, and when they got into the house, maybe along the line, they raped a girl. That's rape, which is already, that's another life in capital offense. If police officer will now charge the case to court, and the next thing they did is to say, we are charging you for burglary only, that we are not going to be looking into the armed robbery, we are not looking into the ammunition, we just want to charge you for burglary alone. That is a serious criminal offense against the police officer, no matter who they are. But as an NGO, it would be wrong for somebody like me, in a case that I'm also involved, to accept that shenanigan. So maybe I'm beginning to understand why a lot of people do not even value what I am doing or what I have even done so far. Because to have stood my ground against a commissioner of police and say, I'm not accepting that, but I'm not going to be insulting anybody. You have the power to charge whoever you want to charge, but it can be challenged. And I went further, I reported to the Assistant Inspector General of Police. And when it got to a stage, maybe at some point, it's like, oh God, I'm on top of the matter, there's no way he's not going to get away with it. That's what we want to do. That's what, and they were like, he's a Nigerian. It's obvious that you are trying to shortchange and you are trying to, pervert the way of justice. Yeah, a police officer said, and then he said, please take it away from my station. Let them return it back to Panti under your command. Because after the first commissioner had left, the new commissioner came. I went to meet him. That you must do the right thing. And I told the IPO, I said, you cannot put Adura as the complainant. He is accessory after the fact. Let's see the content of the phone, especially. They refused to show us. The Yomi went on national TV and lied that they asked me to come and see. I took a protest down to the command. Those things are no child's play. So it is important for anybody to know that all the police officers in this retrospect, they will want to kill him about Yomi and what, kill him, show him lobby money. They will do this. They will be deceiving anybody. And you need to start asking, why would any rogue police officer be comfortable trying to tear down somebody like me to anybody who claims they are fighting for justice? Why are they comfortable? It's because you are sharing the same sentiment with them. You are more like a criminal, even worse than even some of these police officers. Because they will look at it and say, how can we destroy this Yomi? And that is why, at the end of the day, everybody around me, they were using them to set me up. They wanted to use them to poison me. They wanted to use them to, use jazz on me. And I got to know on time. I escaped. That's why you see that before they ash it, I will come out here, I'll scream. After prayer, I've gone more key prayer. And they are still in shock. How come? Everything we keep planning, this guy keep escaping. Only the few ones that are very intelligent among them say, it's like God is on the side of this guy and the spirit of Mohbad is standing by him. So that is the old stuff. They've deceived these people and tell them nothing will come out of it, blah, 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 because those that were involved in the cover-up at the state level would not want to be exposed. They were like, we have been paid. We are part of the, even we gave the script. Because well, our boys, they are not that intelligent to be able to pull off those things like this. They were only able to achieve the whole stuff because some of these rogue police officers were they are the master planner. This is how we will deceive the Nigerian nation. This is how we will mess up the justice system. This is how we will serve Mohbad injustice. Maybe that's what your family wanted. And don't worry, guys. No, it's not the first time now. And they were able to perfect it, and they deceived all of us for a long time. And at the end of the day, none of the family members were interested in police doing anything. So part of the script is, how can we prolong it? Let's stage an inquest. When we stage the inquest, it will drag for a long time. And when they hear the language, Corona inquest, everybody will get to be Okopo. So and after a while, we'll tell them we cannot find anything. Don't be surprised nothing has been done to the boy's body. They have been using one to tell us that they've gone to pierce his body 2-3 times. Maybe nothing has been done. Don't be surprised, nothing. And it's quite sad. No public lawyer, no NGO. And the public were able to come together, put up funds. They want to fight a case. How can the public be so that gullible? Whoever made the public to find that out had the real enemy of justice for Mohbad, because you don't know who actually did the stuff. And when we came in, Amy called Lagiri because they didn't know I was going to come in suddenly. When I announced that the first thing I'm doing is I'm storming the court, it became a serious problem for them. And the next thing they began, the family was the first to deny it. They are not supporting me coming to come and protest. They are not supporting. They thought by doing that, they paid some, TV hosts to negate and say they don't support the protest. I will play it, you'll see now. They said they don't support it. But I went on. So those are the things that you guys need to know. All those things that they will be telling you.
Unwrap joy, unleash taste.
He wrote, he said, I have a video of a fight between Cynthia and...
All right, so let's go to our first interview segment. Actor and activist Yomi Fabiyi has been at the forefront of finding justice for late singer Ileroluwa Oladimeji Aloba, popularly known as Mohbad. Through his foundation, he has organized several protests, written several petitions to relevant agencies calling for the arrest and questioning of people like his wife and other family members of the popular artist studio to have more discussions on this. Thank you so much for coming.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
All right. So over the years, since last change to now when Mohbad died, you've been at the forefront of
a clip, 30 seconds video from the brother, Adura Aloba. And upon that, the onus was on us as a foundation to further investigate that and ensure that we see through to it and know that, is this real? Is this not real? And we put up a press conference to smoke more information out. And luckily, he attended. Yeah. He was given open field to express himself. And it led to another revelation. That was when we got to know that the 3 seconds video has an extension, and it is a 10 minutes video.
Wow.
And then in the confession via TikTok DM, he said, I have a video of a fight between Cynthia and my brother. And then he further explained,
Cynthia being
Wumi. And then he further explained that she pushed my brother and he knocked his head on the floor.
Okay.
Now I said, for me to believe you, can I see a clip or anything related? He sent a 30 seconds video, partly blood. I'm like, I investigated. Is this Mubarak's house? And at the end of the day, went through the police. We got an order to enter into Mubarak's house. And the tiles of the floor looked like that video that was sent to me. I said, I'm not going to stop. And then I wrote a petition to the Assistant Inspector General of Police. I wrote to the Lagos State Command, SCID. Suddenly, nothing is happening. A snail-pace investigation was going on, and I was ambushed.
Okay.
We have the opinion that the key suspects that are needed in getting justice from Mohbad are in that video.
So what more have you done to ensure that the police can gain access to that video and conclude this investigation?
Thank you so much. I've written to the Commissioner of Police. We were meant to do a protest on the 27th of February. The Commissioner of Police, new Commissioner of Police,
in this investigation with you as well, because she made some allegations sometime.
It's funny that while I'm fighting for the father of our son, I'm fighting for justice for Mohbad.
Yeah.
She's meant to cooperate with me. But what I am seeing is unnecessary banters, blackmails. And for somebody like me, I'm not going to be moved. Because as we speak now, whatever intent or purpose, spouse, father, mother, brother, they are meant to support what we're doing. Murder is a public matter. Homicide is a public matter. It's not a family field. So this particular case is a public matter. And what is quite funny, is strange, that the place where I'm supposed to be getting encouragement and support is where I'm getting criticism.
So that leads me to my next question. What is in it for you? Why have you been consistent in this cause?
Number one, I believe in the Nigerian project. The president of Nigeria, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is doing everything to ensure that this country works for everybody, including the poor. And when it comes to the case of justice, Mohbad has got right to life. It was taken away from him. And the bigger picture is this. You and I, we want to live in a free and secure society.
Let's stick with the issues. She accused you of this. Is it true?
No, the point is, when she was accusing, she was trying to lie and blackmail. I run an NGO, and people would have to fund and support NGOs. Okay. And as a matter of fact, the kind of funds we have even received so far for a complex case like this is nothing to write home about with what we have been doing. Because at the end of the day, we need a whole lot of stuff to do this, to achieve and get justice, not just for Mohbad, but for other people that have similar cases.
All right.
So the money she's spoken about is because she doesn't even understand the value of me as an artist. Because if you look at the protests we've had in front of the Coroner Court, Lagos State House of Assembly, Lagos State Police Command, I've been to Royal Pine Estate, my appearance fee as an artist, you know how it obtains.
Yeah.
Picture me going into those things. How much will I be paid to participate in each of those stuff? Right. So she's not even placing value on my own craft and my time. That 10 million, 2 appearances, the 10 million is gone.
All right. So we will have this discussion ongoing with time as the investigation advances. But Yomi, thank you so much for coming and talking to us and for sticking to this course. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
All right. So.
All right, that is that. So you can now see clearly that the moment that case was instituted, as an activist, as a human rights organization, you must not accept it. But the way you would reject that kind of court case is the step we have taken. That case, shambolic, it was staged to give escape route for Damola, who is a false person. One lo yẹn ni ó gbé ara ẹ̀ sílẹ̀ pé, I am saying, kò jọ́sẹ̀ tó bá bá ṣe tó fara rọ, a good reward awaits you. Everything is about greed. These are young lads. Something needs to tell them that whatever nonsense you people are doing together, the public, they are on it, and that is on period. There is no way you can tell that. Hey, look at the millions of Nigerians that came out. They came out because they want justice, home and abroad. And nobody should look at it and say, there is no pathway to justice with that new lead. The only way we can beat these people, or whoever took Mohbad's life, is for a serious digital evidence and a witness account, a confession or an evidence. And now, and if we're going to be getting that confession, it must be from whoever was in the house. Loma Geko sustainable. Or if we have a neighbor to give a witness account. But a confession will suffice. A video evidence will suffice. And at the end of the day, this entire family, they were not even working towards getting that. They went to stage an inquest. And they know that they are not going to be dropping anything, because if they want to see anything, it must be through them. And the police from the state will not bring any video. They won't bring any evidence against anybody. So that is why a lot of people thought that case, it has been sorted. So why standing up to fight and say, whatever the case may be, this truth must be established. So any justice seeker that is romancing anybody in Lagos State Police Command or anywhere, some of the police officers that were part of this whole high-handed cover-up and shielding, they would like, it's like this one is like on our side. He's condemning that Yomi. He doesn't want that Yomi to succeed. He doesn't want the NGO to succeed. He wants the public to fail in this case. So let's keep saying the same thing that they will hear. And they will be spreading junks among themselves. I could remember vividly when we went to the Commissioner of Police, the first one. When we got to his office, the first thing he said to me is, why we was, let them go and bury the boy now. Don't do justice for Mohbad again. I said, no, that's not possible. And I attacked him. I said, are you trying to gag us from protesting? He said, I'm not gagging you, but I just felt like, I said, sir, that's not the way it is. Arifa and Orili were there. I challenged him immediately, and he succumbed. And then he referred us to the Deputy Commissioner of Police in Panti, and we went there. That Deputy Commissioner of Police then is now the PSO to the Inspector General of Police now. But in Tolomashe, what God would do, He cannot reveal it to any human being in totality. Even the most powerful would think they have everything in control. But if God is in control, there is nothing anybody can do. And it is sealed. It's over now. So those are the risks I took. So when I come out to say I am doing it and run, go Mojamosa, the thought is just the talk we talk on social media is why I will be moving around. No, because even some of these police officers in this matter are like, they should find a way to silence this young. But because of my status, and because of my resolve, and because of the things being told of here, so at the end of the day, exactly, Lion, we're able to nip it in the bud. Because in a normal climb, when you are popular like this, you're an actor, and a commissioner of police is trying to indirectly or directly threaten you to say, remove your hand. And they show you sign, like the way they charge the case, and right before you, they removed me as a complainant. And they fixed, I said, this one thought that is the end of this case. They thought they've jello. They thought they've succeeded. These are serious battles, and that is why it is still funny that in spite of all this adamant pursuit of justice and say, you can use your power. You have jurisdiction. Yes, Lagos State has jurisdiction. The Lagos State Police Command has jurisdiction on the case. And that is where experience comes in. When you notice and you know that two things are likely to be, why would they be shielding the video? Who is the person that took Mohbad's life that is so special that they will be shielding? There is more to it. And when this machineries, they investigated, they got to know that they want to actually use it to cause chaos. They will release the content of that video when the government least expects, and they will destroy this country. Because the moment something triggers the public and say, what? Despite all the noise Yomi Fabiyi has said, and there's no way I will say, they like Ijoba, because the question is, did I not tell them? This country is important. Mohbad is going to get justice. They know. Me le fi gbogbo ẹnu sọ̀rọ̀ lásìkò yìí. Me le fi gbogbo ẹnu sọ̀rọ̀ nínú òfin nínú ọlá. I can tell you for free, it's been difficult for an NGO to take up such a very massive project like this without available fund. Maybe later some of you will understand the meaning of all these terrible sacrifices and risks we are taking. That's why it requires somebody who is resolute and resilient. So all those things, all these tactics, I can tell you for free. Yomi Fabiyi. The only thing, only ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ kan ni pé mo ń dóbò, and even pé mo ń dóbò gan while I'm doing this stuff, bóyá ẹ̀kan láàrin oṣù mẹ́fà ó ti máa ṣẹlẹ̀. If not I will tell you I am 101% totally, as in mo ti di wòlíì, ẹni tí bá ṣépè fún táìmù yẹn ń bá lọ, ẹni tí bá ṣàdúrà fún. That's why sometimes tí bá fi ìbínú sọ̀rọ̀ lásìkò yẹn máa ń work. But pé nǹkan tó máa fi bà justice jẹ́ àbọ̀ ń sọ̀rọ̀ ń bì kan, ẹ lè borúkọ èmi bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Normally people think that when you have sex, it's like you something not clean. I'm trying to tell you that I'm clean. That because of this justice, I even abstain from sex. Sometimes I will do 6 months. So if anybody, the only accusation anybody is okay, the only thing you didn't do well in this, since you have been fighting for justice over, is that you had sex with your girlfriend or one babe and just have sex. You enjoyed yourself. Because when it is to fast, I fast in this Mohbad matter. When threat came to even my child, I still did not back down. Direct, I did not back down. When they summon me and put me, it be not the can you say squad 1 here. It be that on sassy low like by it office one. I went there alone with my son, no lawyer. Because there was no fund to even pay any lawyer then. I went there with my son alone. But if it is going to be, they want to threaten me, they want to buy me, I went there with my son. And the moment I advised that Dabala, because I didn't even know him then anymore. That's hello. Look, are you sure you are okay mentally? Do you know what you are putting your neck? I said, officer, does this young man have access to a lawyer? Does he have his own lawyer? This guy is even saying, I did it. I told them, okay, you didn't do it. If you will ever have a hand in that shot, he knew Adura owns Kosin Koko, and all the things he was saying. I told that I was you. Pantita Parasi, at Abuja, and was Muari talk about this is a terrible criminal we are dealing with. So, what I told Abuja, in country by Gemona. Hello, fuck about it's going to be breaking news upon breaking news. But at God's appointed time. So that's just the old stuff. Yeah, come out of me. Yomi Fabiyi is me. Even putting my name is such decoy and tactics is an embarrassment to me. No, I'm not going to regret making myself available for all these things, because that is the only available option. The reason why other activists will run away is because you must be willing to go through this. Because Wamari, ìyàwó máa parọ́ mọ́ ẹ, ìyá Mohbad náà máa parọ́ mọ́ ẹ, bàbá náà máa bú ẹ. Picture it now where wo pé kò ṣe kọ́ ìkéré ni. Ṣé o rò pé torí pé ń donate fún mi ni wọ́n ṣe ń bú mi ni? In a case that on a good day, what have I done? Ṣé mo lọ jí owó Wùnmí ni? Ṣé mo jí owó ìyá Mohbad ni? Ṣé mo jí owó àdúrà ni? Ṣé mo jí owó lọ́wọ́ bàbá Mohbad ni? Why are they opposing me? Picture it yourself. This is Mohbad. Look at everything I've done, and they are opposing me on what? On fundamental issues. It's not jealousy. It's because they know what is on ground. They know this one is going into the core, and I am not facing the core. The more they use top police officers to say threaten Yomi, they should go after him, go after his life, go after his. I said, so be it. I'm not going to back down. So me tolo ba de to lagidi, agidi ko se pa agidi ati ma peni ti o to ja, ko se agidi ati ma. Is agreed to fight for something huge like this in this country, so that when the message come out later, the entire nation will say, oh my God. Then you'll be able to trust that when I say I'm standing by the masses and public, you will know that yes, when it says it's standing, it's standing. I have a name to protect, I have a reputation to protect. So all those idea of when some people don't believe me, they don't support the NGO, that doesn't mean the NGO will not succeed in the future. If it's going to fail, it will be me. But I cannot mortgage the little of frugal support I'm having now to push and make sure we get justice and they mix it up. Not even when the country is now even at stake and the administration of Asiwaju. They are targeting that administration. But by now they have seen the handwriting on the wall to know that heads will roll. Heads will roll. So stop. All the threats threatening me spiritually. Look at the battles. Armageddon only your face. You can see people will stay with me, they leave me, people are betraying me to my face. People that I even care so much about. They see another ship, they jump on it, and I still stand. In 1 year, which is Salon with Sabara Lemeji, Kim Waki. London's will my dalo be really. Titi Madalo, I want to live a corner, you are my favorite TikTok. The back party justice level, where she mawa TikTok you, where me wow, where mo like you, where mo like you, where mo wow, where mo tomo, where mo like you, where. Is because I am committed. I will do everything. I will sacrifice everything to ensure we get closure. Our pada including those that have condemned. So all those lies, gaslighting, don't say anything. The only thing anybody can accuse me of is Yomi Dogo. Let's go to fighting for justice. That's because we're going to Yomi, but. You're supposed to be fasting throughout 1 year, no sex. So why did you have sex? That's the only thing I think. You know that bad anything. That she love anybody. Me she come buruku. Me anybody. Nobody come and see me in corner. Alone again, really I me. I have a flag of 2 beautiful countries behind me. That is me right inside the American embassy. That is my certificate. as a human rights ambassador. Our meta péré ló ń gbogbo Nigeria. So you now expect me I will compromise with these ones? Ṣé àti gbéjà yẹn débi tó lápẹ̀rẹ̀ lórí case Mohbad? Àmú díẹ̀ ni because I love my country. Ibi tí nǹkan tó bá múlò èmi ṣẹ̀gbẹ́jọ́ ìlú mi lọ síta. Nígbà táwọn ti lé sọ pé wọ́n sọ pé àwọn ò gbọ́. Àwọn tó fẹ́ kọ́ ara ta wọlé làwọn tó fẹ́ ṣèkà. They want to use it politically to destroy the country. Mohbad is going to get justice. Story will change very shortly. And it will get to a final stage. I can tell you for free. Everybody will come to bam. It's time to now start believing this, Yomi. 1 or 2 steps, local. Don't think at that time I'll be throwing sub. That is when I get more humble. The reason why I will give sub is because Oju have not really made sense. So Matthew will report here. Immediately, it finally makes sense. I will hardly talk because I'll be busy with the next thing. So fear of some people is that if this Yomi should get that justice, he will be talking any foul. By the time Joseph was going to be, beaten and thrown into the pit, he stopped talking. When they were selling him to slavery, he stopped talking. When he became the prime minister and his brothers are there, he didn't say much. So the reason why they hated him and destroyed him was because of talking. But when the covenant materializes, he stopped talking. He knew when to keep quiet. He didn't tell the slave merchant, don't buy me, they are my brothers, they hate me. He said, I got to keep quiet. So when it's last time I just keep quiet, I say, at the end of the day, can you all now see? Because the only best bet to get justice for Mohbad, whether you all like it or not, it is divine that the 3 seconds came, and it came with a procedure where I would authentically, nobody can remove it from the case. So I just easy for one. I want to be anti-soccer. We are asking Yomi to, is our case, our family case. Nígbà tí mo ń bá wọn lóhùn pé àti bàbá àti ìyá yín kò sí tó lè yọ ọmọ kúrò ní kéèsì. Ìyá bá mi jà gidi bí wèrè. Èmi bàbá jọ pàdé ní kọ̀mándì ni. Mo rẹ́rìn jọ́ ẹ̀ mo sọ fún gbogbo yín mo ní bàbá Mohbad àjọ dé kọ̀mándì ni. Dàmọ́lá dẹ̀ free. Mo ní well done. Well gone. Mo ní kò sí wàhálà. I'm not going to be backing down. Ìyá Mohbad àjọdé zone 2 nígbà tá a máa fi dé pàǹtí lára ìyá yẹn balẹ̀ díẹ̀ ó kàn kún ni bẹ́ẹ̀ ló ń lérí ìgbà tí máa pa tí mo pa ó gba àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ àmọ̀ kó bèrè níbi kọ̀ọ̀rọ̀ ló ń tèmi pé kò jẹ mí. You have come to attack me in my press conference. Lára ohun tẹ́ ṣe King White yẹn ti ń fèsì tó máa fèsì bó ti yẹ pé ó ti wọ́n lọ síbì kan ó ń tọrọ ẹ̀rẹ̀ ni gbogbo wọn ẹ̀rọ sì máa kó àti tó wà Canada o àti tó wà kiri tó wà ẹ̀pọ̀ mọ́ tó wà lẹ́ni wá mọ̀ pé ìwọ̀nba òun légún ṣòro nínú ẹ̀kú mọ́ torí ó sì máa padà dèèyàn. They should remember that they will still leave the TikTok when they are now sleeping in the house. The real investigators will come close to them and say, you have a case to answer. The case file is complete. No 2 ways about it. It's you. Can you please stand up? A corner and go for do you want to face it here or want to go back to Nigeria and face your crime? Because domestic terrorism is involved. They came house having press conference. Nobody has got right to do that. Anywhere you are in the world. After 6 months, there are some cases, even if they are criminal, if you don't report after 6 months, nobody heard about it from a foul. It's no longer active again. So best thing is when it's happened, and the station make sure you incident the case and there is investigation activities. you can go back to it anytime. And it will be active. Not how much more Mohbad's murder case. So what is clear is that Emiko, the Monico arrested Damola. And I'm going to be repeating myself for the up-10th time. His case is being treated at the homicide section of the Force Criminal Investigation Department, the highest level of investigation in this country. And it's on the order of the presidency. It's a directive. One fake bami here, and by the time our lawyer will go to be, communicating with them. They will now go. They will instruct the command, Lagos State Command. They should discontinue that case. Stuff in stages, stuff in turnaround. So everything will now be should one day. If Toba because I've communicated verbally, but our lawyer is going to be communicating as well. And I'll be the public lawyer here. If the lawyer the public lawyer can easily say, as it is now, case is off his stage, Damola Adura faking. That's part of the reason why I'm fighting on. But even if you are commissioner of police, you can't do that to me. The least I will not do is to start going on social media. That's not activism for me. But I will stand up and fight for my rights. He's now trying to say, my lord, and the PW one is not available. And I rose up. I said, I am a witness. I'm supposed to be the complainant. I just said, who are you? I said, my name is Yomi Fabiyi. I want court register. He's supposed to be. Sit down. I don't know you yet. According to this file, my lord, I am the one they want to defraud, and they sent this stuff. I said, I got you. I can see your name here, but they didn't quote you as a PW1. And what is on ground? That is what the only thing they thought I came to do there. Meanwhile, our party were available. What's in mountain everywhere? I'm not actually paying contact by me, which you won't do me. Oh, God, what's it called? These people don't know what is going on. But you go on the fura. Talaba the phone was late. So at the end of the day, whether they like it or not, that's the whole what happened. And I said, okay, no problem. Said they should, let's get on the case. They are to come and testify against the Damola. But he knows it's not going to come because it has been staged. The real person to a coach Damola was the court going to go originally is Wumi. A lawyer to go to a code. Le charge ó sọ̀rọ̀ nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ẹ̀ ń gbé ohun tí Dàmọ́lá yìí ṣe ó worse times 10 ju ohun tí Sam Sodium ṣe in a sinner climb, because that's the finishing. tó bá ẹ̀ kàtí àzúgbò lóòótọ́ you have nothing about it. What the Dàmọ́lá did has destroyed you forever. He has put your life in serious danger. He has put you. Come on, in Koto Shelenjo, Koko any video just to Badi Jari 2 years ago, 15 years ago. You are going down for it. The Damola cannot just come up 3 days before evidence. He was still supporting me. Oh, login, see TikTok it here. On the same phone, in November 1. So the third day after, I log out. Log in to Tadura. How? On the same app tí iCloud àdúrà wà lórí fóònù báwo ló ṣe download ó lè download to TikTok la. He was now deceiving ẹ̀ ó ní app kan tó bá kì í bọ́nú iPhone ó máa ṣògbó pa òun lòun lò. So this is a terrible criminal. Anyway, wọ́n ti sọ̀rọ̀ tó ń jò tán fún náà báwọn kò gbọ́ I'm not ready to discuss his matter. But I'm going to be standing throughout. It's a done deal. Because it's all nonsense. To a layman, they would have threatened you. A commissioner of police, and they would threaten, they would only look on your jewel. No receipt of payment. No, because at the end of the day, they know what, everybody know what is up. The reality is this, we are not joke. Ebi le become possible kini, we can have civil. I'm going after kini kan widow. If they know what it means, tibani can shed debt in it, mama told you boy, mama told boy anything, no to go the. But I just said, I'll be civil. Because at the end of the day, because we all know the fact. The point is, it involve conspiracy of the internal people. I want to one is the first hurdle for any investigator. This is a huge one. Because one lot reports, one they destroy evidence. Only destroy, but ever destroy evidence. There is never going to be a perfect model. Could they ever perfect? You will leave one or two things. That was why I ensured that in pursuing this case, I must enter into Mohbad's house. And it has been established already that a CCTV was installed. And any other thing. So when they are making that effort to make it look stupid, that even under the law, it has been established to him, whether it's Adura, whether it is you. But thinking that we'll be so foolish, he will pin the death, except with Tabari video, well, if you play a role, we'll have it more. But for now, the mother, you know, and when you see some mother, yeah, it's very simple. She was testing me, begging me. On this mother on charge don't investigate investigate. The 3 million that is being requested is secondary to what? It's secondary to a murder evidence and confession. These people don't know the law. She called us okay. Listen, Wumi charge Dabola. Ìwọ kan lójú level sínú kòtò. Ìwọ kan lọ sọ pé àwọn kan jáde lágo mẹ́ta òru. Kan wá pharmacy kiri. Ìwọ kan ni driver ló bàjá tí David délé. All these things, who is deceiving who? Whatever role you play, you must submit yourself for investigation. And you are saying you are too big. Àwọn kan dẹ̀ ń ṣí there. So lágbàdá ìwò Nàìjíríà lọ ni. Ẹ wá fẹ́ fi ti kó bá ìjọba. Ẹ fẹ́ fi kó bá ìlú. Ẹ fẹ́ fi kó bá ẹni family tó ń try to fix this country. Yẹn ni pé ẹ̀jọ́ lọ́n lọ. And you look some people, ẹlòmíì tó ti bímọ sínú, tó ti fẹ̀dí, tó gbin, tó bímọ. Ó tún rí gbogbo àwọn kìíní. Ó dẹ̀ tún dọ́gbọ́n. Pẹ̀lú kókó orí. Gbogbo orí ló ti yọ kókó. Èdè tùjọ́ tí Mohbad kó tó kú. Tọ́kọ́ tó sí Mohbad. Look at the extreme lies and the things that they package, and they deceive millions of Nigerians and made a lot of people to suffer. And the worst part of it is that the biggest victim is the country Nigeria. With this Mohbad case, Nigeria is looking terribly sick, and there is almost zero hope for the life of anybody if Mohbad's case remain unsolved, even including our children. The moment we are silent, the moment we continue to say we'll support a government that cover up things like this, we are saying you are free to do it for our own child. And the same fate that happened to Mohbad can happen to our child. We wanted it, we voted for it. And this government is saying, no, that is not what we stand for. If you don't tell us, if you don't complain to us, we might not know. You people who sit on social media will think the seat of power is on social media. You think the Ministry of Justice is on social media. You will think all the police are on social media. You are not ready to invest, to sacrifice. That's why I ignored all Aebu, Arabu, Kiniko. I will buy one. On too low, one low. Listen, why am I for Obode? On Obode, can't come by. Got to do levels of the shaft. Want to package your buy. I want to one day to get a boko motive of to very. Kéèyàn máa túbọ̀ ní tẹ́mọ̀ pé àti lápíọ́píọ́ àwọn áńgẹ́lì ló pákéjì pé kẹ́ ọkùnrin máa kí nǹkan máa le kóbìnrin náà ṣe kí ni kó máa dá mi ẹ fẹ́ fi yẹn máa mú èmi ṣe ya wèrè ni ẹ jẹ́ kọ́mọ lọ́mọ gba justice ẹ̀fẹ̀ nílẹ̀ gbogbo àwọn ọmọ àgbàdùn yìí sì mi ìyá ń ṣe ju fọ́tò lọ tọ́wọ́ àti bá mi ya fọ́tò máa ya gbójú sẹ́yìn mẹ́rin lẹ́gẹ̀ẹ́ lẹ́nu ọjọ́ mẹ́ta yóò bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí pọ̀ sí ni mo lè bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ṣó yín ní fídíò mo ní kí ni gbogbo ilé àsìkò tí wọ́n ní wọ́n fẹ́ fi award wọ́n fẹ́ fi dẹ páńpẹ́ fún mi gbogbo wọn á rí ìwé ẹ̀ wá yọjú tẹ bá mọ nǹkan tí mo ti mú mọ́ra in the last 1 week ojú ni màálù rán ni tọrọ mi ìṣe ló máa á tún máa dán màá ní ìwọ lọ́hùn lórí pa ìṣe oyè iṣẹ́ ló pọ̀ ń parọ́ ní ẹ̀jẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí fi hàn yín kẹ́ máa wò ẹ máa wòran bọ̀ máa wo fídíò jẹ́ sẹ́ẹ̀lì owó ẹ̀sìn wíkẹ́lẹ̀ o máa play ẹ̀ fún yín sìn ẹ rí pé recent ní ẹ tún nínú tí mo gẹ̀ yí o kẹ́lẹ̀ mọ̀ pé mi ń parọ́ o ọ̀rọ̀ mi ní fẹ́ sọ ti fẹ́ parọ́ ẹ bá wòran bọ̀ o kẹ́lẹ̀ mọ̀ nǹkan tí mò ń kábọ́ra o ń bọ̀ o. ẹ wá rí i pé kò bá nà àwọn kan sẹ́ndì méjì náà ó sì ojú bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. òun lọ́jú alùgbàdì ayé torí kò easy o kò yẹ ní pé ká lọ kó sọmọ o ti ṣe ti wẹ́wẹ́ ọlọ́run lè fún yín ṣe o. ń bọ̀ kí n play kẹ́ lè máa wo kí mo parọ́. kẹ́ ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti bí.
Hi guys, look who I saw here today. Mr. Yomi fabiyi.
Yes, I'm happy to meet you.
ẹ wo ilé ayé amúdàmọ́lá lọ èmi ń dá padà bọ̀ mo tún rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ló ń ṣàn wọ́n ní olúwa dáàbò bò mí má jẹ́ olùgbàdì ayé má jẹ́ gbàbí tí mo gbà wá má jẹ́ gbàbẹ̀ lọ má jẹ́ kí n kú sọ́nà bí èéfì bí adé justice for Mohbad mọ tó yàn forí rọ mọ on a good day tí ó bá sógun lẹ̀ ọlọ́run á bù wá gbà tí mi ṣe kọ́sì Jésù àwọn ìgbádùn tí ọkẹ́ ẹ̀ máa gbá lájọ́ra tí bábí ìlíyàwó lé mò ń bọ̀ wá fi hàn yín sí. mò ń bọ̀ o. ń bọ̀ lé náà wà ń bẹ̀ o. gbà á ń bẹ̀. owó obìnrin ṣé gbogbo yín ò rí pé mo yọ̀ di ìgbà ilẹ̀ wá ń ṣò pé mi wọ́n á dàbí Ramsey Noah àmọ́ ilé ti pọ̀ jù lásìkò láì ṣe Ramsey Noah ẹ lè mọ nǹkan tí mo ń dí ọ̀tọ́rí sí àwọn ọkùnrin náà yà ó mo kọ láti obìnrin mo kọ láti fi hàn yín ni o wọ́n pẹ́ táwọn ọkùnrin ò sí ń bí o. ń bọ̀ ǹjẹ́ òfin láàrin fine girls everybody fine mi ní wọ́n ṣe fáǹsì mi ṣùgbọ́n láàrin mi àti ṣé tí máa rí fáǹsì àjọ láìkàrà wa ṣe wà bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n mo yá ń gbójú àwọn ẹlẹ́lẹ́ àwọn òwe àṣókòbó ni bọ̀dá yìí ní ìṣókòbó ojú ogun mo wà ẹ tún wo ilé náà.
Yes, so she's beautiful. Me, I'm trying to. let me steal from her beauty. Do I look handsome? Nice meeting you.
Thank you.
Ẹ ṣáà rí ìyá gbé ẹ ṣáà ra aṣọ yẹn aṣọ tí mo rà lábùjá yẹn lélẹ́yìí o inú plane yẹn o ẹni bọ́mọ yẹn náà ṣe fine ó lè pè ìyá toast ẹ rí ẹ kọ wo láàrin ọ̀sẹ̀ kan ni mo pàdé gbogbo àwọn eléyìí o àwọn mi ò ya àwọn mi lè gbà pé ìyá kí ni wọ́n sọ ànítọkùnrin wà mí ìkọlẹ̀ má àwọn ọkùnrin náà ya fọ́tò mi ti ẹ̀gbá mi ìgbà táwọn yẹn ọmọ láti gbà táwọn obìnrin. So now the point is on a good day ṣé ní gbogbo àwọn ilé tó wà yìí náà kò ní sí tọ́wọ́ oyè yìí mo gentle those are serious sacrifices àwọn méèlì wà sẹ́ ó ní kan so that's what we're talking about. Mo gbójú ni láì ṣe cousin Jésù ló rá àwọn ọmọ ilẹ̀ tó gbójú torí mission tí Jésù wá ṣe ilé ayé kò fẹ́ distraction èmi náà dẹ̀ fẹ́ distraction so lọ́wọ́ àwọn ọgbọ́n máa wáyé it's like this ayé láì pé kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀. gbogbo love ni mo yá sá fún sìn anybody tó bá sọ pé love me mo yá ń họ mo yá ń ti wèrè bọ́lẹ̀ mo rí ẹ̀sìn mi kangan lábùjá gan mo yá dànù iṣẹ́ tí máa jẹ́ ń sìn iṣẹ́ òjijì tí anybody go expect tẹ́mi go expect mo lè sáré jẹ́ kí n kúrò mbẹ̀ bọ̀ pé iṣẹ́ no alábàjá jẹ gbogbo yẹn lórí justice for Mohbad bóyá Mohbad gan tẹ̀sí ńlá ọmọ ọlọ́run tó wà gan tí yóò mọ̀ tẹ́mi dẹ̀ wà níbi tẹ́mi á mọ̀ fún mi náà. Abe agiri àfiwé rìpọ́ọ̀tì àwọn àfiwé rìpọ́ọ̀tì ẹ̀ dé shortly. Oye yín. Say this, if in the next 2-3 weeks you don't hear from me, I'm going to be busy filming. Don't listen to any narrative. Yomi fabiyi ti sá lọ ní ẹ̀rí pé ẹ̀gbọ́n kankan òun ni mo ṣe ń sọ léra léra kókó báyìí láàrin ifá àdìtì o. There is number one, I'm going to be busy filming. Number two, the NGO, we don't have any fund to mobilize any further investigation yet. So the only thing we have done is extension to Dabalam when everything is so that is when are you going to answer vengeance call vigilance in it terrible criminals that are hiding under the anonymity of social media don't come and type nonsense I block you with answer vengeance call answer vagrants in it. What value do they bring to serious discourse of justice for Mohbad other than shouting and making a whole mess on TikTok? Anyway, just love boy. So let's continue to stand firm. and let's believe. Ẹ ti ọkọ jẹ́ ká tún ṣe báyìí. Àṣẹ Ọlọ́run ni. If you believe Mohbad is getting justice and getting justice before the end of 2025, the real murderer of Mohbad will be nipped in the bud and be exposed before the end of 2025. Put yes and amen. Let me say it again. The real murderer of Mohbad or murderers will be exposed and will be charged before the end of 2025. Put yes and amen if you believe. If we can get 100 yes and amen. That is God. Allah need a drop ball. Only party gbìyànjú. Just yes and amen, then God say, and so be it. If you get 100, trust me, it's going to come to pass. And I will remind you again. Let me play music while we are having the yes and amen. Mohbad, wherever your spirit is, you know those that took your life. You know how they mess up with your life. Mohbad, you know what they did? Very, very strong. Mark my word. There are some people amongst us here. In the next 2 weeks, before we resume back, maybe in the next 3 weeks, àṣírí èèyàn kan máa tú tó wà láàrin wa. Tó jẹ́ pé tó bá sọ pé nìyẹn is actually working against justice for Mohbad. Nobody will believe. But mark my word, that person will be exposed within 3 weeks. That God will answer, and then we'll be able to help with whatever they want to do. But trust me, mark my word, it is coming. That never believe. Assurely, I want Iboji Okuti Fashesi, and it's been activated. Then you all will learn and understand that this is a serious battle that we have been in for a very long time. It's been a serious one. The whole story that even láti ilẹ̀ pẹpẹ ti sọ. Let me show you Damola's mom. She's been reply you. The brother is threatening to kill me. The mother is sending messages begging. You understand? When you pity, I pity the mom because I pity mom here. But if only I borrow see and coffee more. Coffee more. So guys, wait, let me show you. The brother threatened to take my life. The mother lied against me. She did it. I saw her voice. I had a voice rather. But Nicolo, Yambemi, Yambebe. Normal kí àánú ṣèyàn gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìyá tó lọ́mọ ẹ̀, but there's no two ways about it, and that's why I'm going to be appealing. You know what I'm saying? And the Duke we Damola's mom needs PCP contact. Or to be let back. Why are you telling me she needs CP's contact? What's my with that one? So, so I'm not doing this to brag, but when you see the mother, people were sending her voice. No, sọ pé èmi o, èmi kàn fi pawó lórí kíní, èmi lémi kí Dàmọ́lá parọ́. All those terrible lies. Irú ìyá yóò mọ̀ pé, and this is where people get problem. You can't hear me, báwo? Can you guys hear me? I have muted. Okay? I'm not muted. Though. Can you guys hear me? Irú ìyá Dàmọ́lá yìí sìn. When I met him for the first time, the Lagos State Police Command, Special Squad 1, and I immediately knew that this is a picture of a fall person. Eléyìí kò fẹ́ dáyà dé ogun ayé ni. Eléyìí kò fẹ́ gbé ẹrù ayé sórí. I didn't understand what was going on. I don't know him then. Mi ò mọ̀ bóyá ó bú mi rí. Because most of these people, they would think they are popular already because they are on TikTok. Or because they are showing mi rí anything rí. Mo kàn gbọ́ lẹ́ẹ̀kan rí táwọn kan sọ nínú kíní kan pé èèyàn kan Dàmọ́lá kan ó ní òun máa mú orin bàbá Mohbad òun máa lọ destroy ẹ̀. Mi ì lóní tọ̀hún, mi ì mọ picture ẹ̀, mi ì gbọ́ nǹkan tó sọ rí. It was when the 3 seconds was sent and I pursued it. Mo kàn gbọ́ pé wọ́n tún ní èèyàn kan Dàmọ́lá. Who is the Dàmọ́lá? So when we get there, I want to see Adura and Dàmọ́lá. At least it's one of them that would have sent it to me. And on the day, Adura refused to show up. How can you, as a complainant, Dàmọ́lá lọ sí kíní? Gbogbo yẹn wọ́n ti stage yẹn. Mo tún bọ̀ báyìí pé possible now, you can't invite me. I told you I'm coming. Bàbá Mohbad wà lórí ìjókòó. Bàbá Mohbad ò tiẹ̀ ní interest pé Adura náà dà. Kò lanu sọ báyìí pé Adura gangan tó tiẹ̀ ní fóònù dà. Mo kàn rẹ́rìn jọ yẹn pé ṣé àwọn pé ilé rẹ̀ báwọn ti rí ọ̀dẹ̀. Mo ní what a shame. It is not bothered. When they were saying I should not say anything on social media, speak to him. She not money say me ba social media. I know what I will not say on social media. Don't worry. I should not talk about it. Let me see the suspect. On them Dàmọ́lá when I saw me Moyiri, I don't know who you, I don't know. I just felt like maybe your son has been threatened. Maybe your son has been coerced. Wọ́n fẹ́ ti ọwọ́ ọmọ yín bọ̀ tí yóò mọ̀ pé kò mọ̀ pé ẹrú ayé lélẹ̀ ọlọ́mọ ẹ̀ka ayé dẹrù lẹ́mọ wa lórí ní o mọ̀ yín rí bọ̀kọ̀ báyìí pé èmi ò lè jà fún wọn bí mọ̀ ó ti wà pẹ̀lú àwọn ará bí ṣùgbọ́n agbẹjọ́rò ẹ̀ ló yẹ kó lè ràn lọ́wọ́. And I asked the police officer first. I said, does he have access to a lawyer? He said, we gave him a form to fill. Quote me. This is me on my honor. That's in verbatim. He said, we gave him a form to fill, but he hasn't filled it. Money, excuse me. Money, all this thing you're saying does not add up. Money, and I fear for your life. Money, do you know the meaning of what you are doing? And I saw the way he's behaving. I'm like, Sean Deru Bomo ini. Abi, kilo le ba shomo. Okay, no problem. You know what? And I said, officer, I need to write my statement now. But let me state it here before you. I don't believe that this young guy is the one that shot me up. Nothing has been shown to me. No proof of anything. You're only saying, talking. Nothing. No imprint, nothing. And can I put my statement down now? And then we went downstairs. Officers here with my son. But my ṣe tún lóun fẹ́ lọ tọ̀. Mo tún fi statement yẹn lẹ̀. Mo mú lọ tọ̀. Mo tún padà. Bàbá Mohbad ní kó mọ́ mi lọ tọ̀. Mo ní níbo. Erékeré. Mo ní máa mú yàn dásà. Ṣe náà gàn kan mi nìyẹn. Mo lọ. Mo mú padà wá. Dúró síbi lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ bí. Mo dẹ̀ kọ statement yẹn. Mo wá kọ in bold letters. I do not believe that this Damola Ainde, spoke or shut me up. And that is on period. Pam! And I put my signature. After I explained everything, mo ṣe report the case in any panty, but she put me wazibi, thinking that I will see the Adura, I will see the phone, I will see the video, and they will show me. Nothing was shown to me. Even ọlọ́pàá yẹn go mọ̀ pé while Adura was shutting me up, he deactivated and came back. Èmi ní evidence yẹn lọ́wọ́ àwọn ò ní. I said, it's not even in your file. This is where he locked, he deactivated and came back. They said nothing like that. And I said, I have it. Then I said, now the email that was used to send the video, on whose phone the email here? Damola, if Adura's email is still on that phone, how did you log in with another Gmail? Tawalo, which is your Gmail, that often fraud. All these things, they can't prove it. It's all right. And then the second day, they were just telling me, once he charged the case in Lokoto, they just wanted to hold that phone as exhibit. Because under the law, any phone or anything to register as exhibit, could send only Bamo. Meanwhile, within the police formation, they can still take it. Already, look at. And I saw the charges. I said, Moniki prosecutor, I said the charges and see me. It was in that court, the money lawyer, wala ti mo se. As at that time, it mo to ṣẹlẹ̀. Mo ní ọmọkùnrin ko ma ko fẹ́ lọ fit e wọ́n kó bá o. Lawyer ẹ lọ síbẹ̀. Torí tó bá lọ ní ko ya fi nǹkan bá sọ̀rọ̀ ni. Àbúyàn force ẹ ko ma pa ni. Because mi ọmọ tó wà ńbẹ̀ gan pé tọ́mọ ẹ bá lọ sọ pé yes I'm guilty ẹ̀wọ̀n ló ń lọ yìí ọmọ ọlọ́mọ. Lawyer ẹ lọ sọ fún jẹ́ oní lawyer ẹ wọ́n sáré gbé lọ court lẹ́ni. That was the help I was trying to do. Gbogbo kó mi àti ẹ̀fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ nílé ayé ìwájú ọlọ́pàá tí máa bá sọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ mi ò rẹ́jú pé I don't believe you. Why are you doing this to yourself? Anyway, if you need a lawyer, my NGO can help you so that you will not suffer in vain. Torí nto nterisi nkan la ni. Are you aware? No, I was Onikilele. You are the one that oh God. I said no problem. That's why even at the end of the day, the woman cannot charge whether Adura or Damola. None of them she even charge to court. So that's just the old stuff. So yeah, èmi ń fẹ́ ràn ọmọ yín lọ́wọ́ pé bóyá ẹrù ayé tó fẹ́ gbélé lórí. So that was it. And then ẹ wá wò ya tí ṣe fídíò tó ń sọ oríṣiríṣi o ọ̀n bí lọ́ ti ń bẹ̀bẹ̀ mẹ́sẹ̀gì yá ni déètì ìjọ tó ọkọ̀ ìjọ Tuesday nìyẹn mẹ́sẹ̀gì wọn nìyẹn so that you guys can see. Can you guys read? Yorùbá ló fi kọ́ Uncle Yomi ẹ dákun nítorí Ọlọ́run ẹ bá mi dáríjì Dàmọ́lá ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ ṣàánú fún mi ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ ní rí kú ọmọ. And then again she came, I think it was today again. Bro Yomi ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá wa dáríjì Dàmọ́lá ẹ dákun ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá mi dáríjì ẹ ní ráre ẹ jọ̀ọ́ òun náà ti kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ẹ jọ̀ọ́. He said he has learnt. How? He should do the needful now. Ẹ bá mi ní dààmú lágbára Ọlọ́run ẹ bá mi dáríjì kò ní sí jẹ́ nǹkan bí mi rí kí ní ẹ̀ ti bò sẹ́yìn rí kàn bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣá jẹ́ nǹkan fún yín bí ẹ ní dààmú lágbára Ọlọ́run ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá mi dáríjì kò ní dá sí ọ̀rọ̀ tí kò kàn mọ́ láíláí ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ ní sunkún lórí ọmọ tiyín náà. The mother said Damola will never put his mouth in any matter that does not concern him again. When you knew all of this, clearly don't blame me. Because èmi rò pé kò kàn bó ló ti kàgbá kóró ilé kí lẹ́jọ́ ṣe ìmúlẹ̀wó lẹ́jọ́ ṣe that you think you can be taking the fall and then gallivant. Bó ṣe ń bú mi tó ń ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ tó insult tó ń bú everybody kò ní sọ wíwà tí mo rí òun bẹ̀ mo ń bú òun padà. When he was detained in Lagos here before he was transferred to Abuja, I cared for him. Ṣó ti jẹun? Are you feeling okay? Mo mówó lẹ̀ fún. So ń sì mo tún mówó lẹ̀ pé ẹ bá mi lóúnjẹ fún ẹ fún lómi ẹ má ṣe ìyẹn ò mí pé bóyá mo ń support it. I am an ambassador of human rights. Human dignity must be preserved. That is what we stand for, and that is how we want the world to look like, and that is what we want for our country, so that so that Nigerians living abroad can come to Nigeria and see that Nigerians are beginning to act sane and treat each other with dignity. It's what I love to do with my pure heart, because then you come and see the brother. Don't send this to me. I will die. I said, think about how do you want to explain this?
Where there are moms, there is love.
Decide on who to be arrested or not. Investigation or lopa not decide who they need to question as a suspect. Emiko, it was never me. Emiko mo decide. So, Shetika, I want you guys to read before I take it off. Can I take it off now? You guys, except we all, we allow, and that's why you have to be careful. We have to be careful of people amongst us. Don't condone, I want to repeat, they have a terrible traces of jeopardizing, the key pathway to justice at every important time. They will be like they are supporting, and they will make as an NGO, we don't have a fund because tolerate that kind of stuff. Because those that are just one case too many. And our country were encouraged, maybe they were sending them. But it's just for the time being. Because on a very good day, if anybody is serious with this justice for bad, there are some people that immediately you have seen 1, 2 traces, they are supposed to distance themselves. Because they are already an endangered species. One leg bebode, one leg mogunle, one leg twashiri intention, one leg they are already terrible, and they are stench fist. Because more greed, what is talk about sholo. And the next thing is, and they've made an attempt on my life severally. Motirento sumo igbo go buy. One buy so don't want it. Okay, by Joris. That's a good question. I've been seeing this question a lot of times. I pursued the case, and the people that took my half brother's life were arrested almost immediately. Immediately I went to complain. Immediately they swung into action. It's like, don't worry, don't need to do anything. And what do you expect me to do? If they serve justice, you don't have to stress yourself again. But when you can corrupt social media. If they've arrested those that took him and they've charged them to court, what else do you want me to do? I should start causing trouble in the society. People will just go around and be typing nonsense as if you don't care. And people don't understand that when it comes to your own matter, if you pursue it in a way that they will feel like, okay, don't get bien. You know, the way to my yellow me go show Arabian careful. So all those nonsense that people are putting on social media, like I'm saying, it's disgusting. And you ask me a question, it's not satisfied. What's my business with physical custody? We're talking about the fact that the confession came from these people that claim to be close to Mohbad, and they were there. I didn't go and meet them, they came to meet me. So they gave the confession. So people like you can do all your nonsense on social media. When you're in gidi. Kò séyàn gidi lára yín, ẹ wá láti ìdílé gidi. Ẹ kàn ní opportunity phone àti data. Terrible stench feast. All of you are criminals. Maybe you are all murderers. You are all murderers, and you think it's what is obtainable in the society. And wọ́n lè má padà kú sí. Lẹ́yìn tẹ́ bá tún kú sẹ́wọ̀n, ọmọ yẹn á tún jèrè irú tẹ́ ń ṣe káàkiri yẹn, because ìwà àbàjẹ́ wèrè tẹ́ ń ṣe kiri nìyẹn. They're satisfied with what? The fact that the evidence, the claim is the sense of it, they refuse to bring it out. Zomo ń sá kiri, ó ń sọ báyìí, ó ń sọ báyìí. Ṣé èmi làdúrà tó sọ pé Zomo wà ní fídíò? Ṣé èmi ni mo bára mi ṣáàtì ni? Ṣé èmi ni mo send, èmi ni mo ní email tó fi send sí mi ni? So all these people, they are just making a mess of themselves. They think because it's social media they can do nonsense. They are not looking at the fact that it's divine. How come pass through a meaning? They use our on the phone. Àdúrà o, Dàmọ́lá o, police ti sọ fún kò sí àtọ̀ náà méjì tó bá jẹ́ tó fẹ́ gbọ́ nìyẹn until you are ready to stand proper. Àdúrà o, Dàmọ́lá o, àwọn on the phone, àwọn on the data tó rà ń jọ yẹn, àwọn on the email tó lò, àwọn on the TikTok tó lò, àwọn on the content video tó lò. Àwọn dẹ̀ ló wà ń bẹ pẹ̀lú Mohbad ìgbà tó máa kú. So how is that my problem? Àwọn ló decide pé kó wá contact me. Kò ṣe pé I'm force wọn, I don't even know them. Mi ò rí wọn rí as at that time. So how is it my fault? And somebody will come here and be thinking they can just write nonsense. How is that my fault? Èmi kọ́. Ṣùgbọ́n it's divine. Torí pé wọ́n ti jẹun ata, wọ́n ti jẹun, wọ́n ti mu sweat Mohbad. Ẹ̀jẹ̀ tó kọ́lẹ̀ lórí èèyàn ló ti ṣe mistake. Torí ẹ̀ mọ ìrìn tó ń gan ti rìn nínú ayé, kò ṣe gbogbo èèyàn lèèyàn máa ń pa. Kò ṣe gbogbo èèyàn. Ṣẹlẹ̀ bójú lásán ní ìjọba òṣèpá Nnamdi Kanu ni. Àwọn kan wà ńgbà South Africa wọ́n gbé wọ́n bá pa Mandela kọ́ máa bàjẹ́. Àtẹ̀yìn tẹ́fẹ́ jókòó sí South Africa tẹ́fẹ́ gba ìlú onílù gbogbo yóò lè padà níbi kọ̀ọ̀kan dúró sí. Torí ó lè gbàbẹ̀ di eérú. That's why government are always very tactical. It's not everybody they take their lives. Ṣùgbọ́n yẹn wọn ọdún tẹ́ ẹ̀ ṣe ìranù káàkiri yẹn ẹ̀ ń béèrè wò. You always think that all those things that you want to do kò ṣe youthful perseverance. When you all rely too much on hard drugs, you don't think before you act. Tí wàhálà bá wá délẹ̀ tọ̀ ẹ̀ máa wá kẹ́ máa threaten àwọn ẹ̀ káàkiri. Ẹ̀ láwọn ẹbí yín tẹ́lẹ̀ bá padà ní kẹ́ máa threaten wọn káàkiri. Ẹ̀jẹ̀ ló wà lójú yín but ẹ̀ mọ̀ káwọn míì lẹ́jẹ̀ jù yín lọ. So all those nonsense is inconceivable. Wọ́n pa aṣọ nílẹ̀ yín kan wá jáde lágo mẹ́ta ẹ̀ ń wá pharmacy kiri lóru. Ẹ̀ wọlé wọ ọmọ kiri lóru. And then ẹ̀ wò ya wá dúró owó tó ń ná kiri. So let's speak the truth to ourselves. How is that anybody's problem? So let's get onto it. Let's seek. Must find closure. He's my colleague. He was my colleague. Mohbad was my colleague and a Nigerian, so it's okay. Whether I know him or I don't know him, at least he has acted in a movie before. So he has come into my own industry. Back. I know them. I know ones film. I know anyone. So it's not everybody. Ṣé irú Mohbad yẹn jẹ́ kó bó ṣe wà yẹn ọmọ yẹn á ti wọ gbódù bí mo ṣe ń wo yẹn ó ti tẹfá ẹ̀kọ́ ń pààyàn níyàwó ẹ̀ bèrè o. You don't do that. All of you are children. Mọ̀ pé tí nǹkan lálẹ́ ti tọwọ́ bọ̀. With or without us here, the same thing tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ló máa padà ṣẹlẹ̀ naturally. Ó máa ṣẹlẹ̀. Because ẹlẹ́jẹ̀ funfun ni. It's a wrong thing to do. Ẹ wo bí ìyá àti bàbá ẹ̀ ṣe ń dààmú káàkiri. It's now so horrible kò wá ń ṣaráta at this stage làwa ń lé mú lórí ikú Mohbad mọ́. Are we not supposed to be embarrassed as members of the public? ẹ̀yà á mọ̀ pé we are now going to be looking inwards. We are going to be asking the wife, the brother, what pa Mohbad ní 2025. Nigerians are jáde here, and then we will now condemn so many people. No, you have to understand that this country is in pain for being deceived, and the country forced the system to uproot láì ṣe ṣu. ẹ mọ̀ kàn tó ń pè ní internal rest ni. ṣé wọ́n gbà wọ́n tó kọ́ kíní ẹ̀ ṣó gbàdúrà fún ẹ kó kú kó tún lọ da òkú ẹ̀ láàmú kó tún wú ẹ padà pé ó ò ní sinmi. torí ẹ̀yin ṣe fẹ́ máa ṣe ìranù tẹ́yìn ṣe kiri. You need to stop the whole nonsense and have a retake. ẹ ṣàánú àwọn òbí wèrè tẹ́yìn ṣe kiri because it's pure nonsense. ẹ fi ti kọ́ bọ́ orílẹ̀-èdè wọ́n lọ wú òkú ọmọ 20 something years. ṣé ó yẹ kó tiẹ̀ sí òkú ọmọ 20 something sáàrin àdúgbò on a good day àdúgbò tí everybody rìn ilé ìyá síkírá wà bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. ṣé tó bá dọ̀la bàbá Mohbad ní lọ lápíópíó lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ lé yẹn àbí tó bá ní kó wá gbowó iṣẹ́ ń bẹ̀ á ní òun lọ torí wọ́n ti sin ọmọ òun sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ bẹ̀. Why would you go and put a corpse of a 20 something ilé tó ti kọ̀ gbogbo kíní ẹ̀ there are so many questions to be answered kí ni gbogbo náà. So at the end of the day náà àwọn industry gods yẹn náà ló tún ní kó máa sọ gbogbo ẹlẹ́bọ̀tọ̀ gbogbo àwọn kurube tí Wùmí yẹn sọ tí Blessing sọ sínú kòtò ẹ̀yìn ẹbí náà látú bá ń díẹ̀. And some people are saying ó ti kú ní ẹ̀ báwọn ẹbí ẹ̀ lóní. Look at what the boy's mother is saying. Àwọn ìyá àti bàbá ẹ̀ láwọn ò wá nǹkankan wọ́n dẹ̀ máa wà. ṣé èmi ní Nigerian public tó jáde ọ̀wọ́ the question tí àwọn bú yóò mọ̀ ni pé the millions of Nigerians that came out home and abroad tó béèrè fún justice fún Mohbad ṣe rò pé they are going to be quiet because ìyá àti bàbá ẹ̀ ò ní interest. We didn't come out because we are trying to stand by the father of the mother. We are standing by Mohbad. And we have not even gotten why we came out to protest and forced his body to be exhumed. Only just one entity is believing. I've put up my letter. Go and check my Instagram. Go to 2023. 5 days after, I've already written on my letterhead and written to the governor they should exhume the body. I have tagged the governor. I have done everything. Exhume body. The entire nation came out and said they should exhume the body. And the government listened. But Koto law exhume the governor Martin Wagungo to shele. Koto law exhume. Èyàn kan pé ló wá mú dání bọ́ sẹ́gbẹ̀ báyìí. So kí la wá ṣe wèrè yẹn fún? Tá bá tún máa lọ wò padà lọ wò bọ̀. It is the boy's money because ọ̀rọ̀ tó yẹ kó ní gangan yẹn ó wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní láàrin 1 month tó kú lásán. Owó tí olórin mi ò tí pa in the last 10 years Mohbad pa láàrin 1 month yẹn. Òun náà lẹ́tún fi ń fún àwọn èèyàn ẹ̀kọ́ àwọn òrè kọjá lórí TikTok ẹ̀yà ẹ̀ máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ṣépè ẹ̀ máa bú àwọn tó ń wá justice fún Mohbad. And then you look at those stuff wọ́n kọ̀ wáyé pé ṣé àwọn lè understand don ṣe ṣá. It's a different ball game to stand to an idea than to be personally quiet and kò máa gbójú ní ohun tó mọ̀ pé this is a blatant cause for concern pé kò sí bóyá fẹ́ rí. How old are you? Wọ́n ọmọ 20 something years kí ló ń ju aṣọ kí ló ń ju gbogbo ẹ̀sùn sáré tó bá lọ́wọ́ nu kó ẹ̀ ò nídìí gbogbo yẹn tó bá lọ́wọ́ nu kó ẹ̀ they won't call you for interrogation and then you be running tó bá lọ́wọ́ nu kó ẹ̀ they won't ask for the doctor's report and you hide it. Who are you protecting? Kí ló ń tọ́ ma fún ẹ doctor's report tó ní múlẹ̀ tó fẹ́ yẹ kó bókó ẹ̀sùn níbẹ̀ because the doctor will never lie. I saw so thing mo rí nǹkan báyìí tó fa ìjẹ báyìí mo rí àpá báyìí mo rí nǹkan báyìí á sọ ọgbẹ síbẹ̀ òkú dẹ̀ lẹ́gbẹ́ wá then they will ask tí police bá rí ní police station tó ti lọ tó fẹ́ lọ gba police report tó bá ṣe ní doctor's report wọn bí dá ó máa arrest gbogbo wọn straight ni. What? Look at what the doctor said he saw. Ta ló ṣe gbólé fún ẹni tẹ́gbẹ́ ọkọ ẹ̀ wá ń bèrè káwọn fún yín police report. They will detain all of them and start murder case. That's why they refuse to drop the doctor's report. So kí wá ní gbogbo tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá wa pò ẹ wá mú lọ burúkú ẹ múlẹ̀ ẹ dẹ̀ deceive public níbi pé àwọn ọ̀nà ẹlẹ́ni wọ́n dẹ̀ dáwó jọ thinking they are seeking justice ọtún wá kó lẹ́yìn méjì lọ ẹ wá ń pè wọ́n fi yẹn set up àwọn kan wọ́n yẹn ń ta góòlù wọ́n ń ta gbogbo ẹ̀ wọ́n ń pè mí lólè mo wò pé àwọn eléyìí dẹ̀ ń tọ́ra wọn ẹ̀ ń jẹ owó ẹ̀jẹ̀ ẹ rò pé kò sẹ́ni tó mọ̀yìn ẹ rò pé ẹ ti ṣe láṣegbé ẹ ti rò pé wọ́n ṣe ń kú ni àkútúkú ẹ̀ lọ́nà ọ̀run kò sí wàhálà. When the time is coming like kinetic energy ẹni tó pe èdè yẹn ń tó máa wá lọ á rán létí tó bá ti rí repercussion ẹ̀ tírú ẹ̀ ṣẹlẹ̀ sí èyí tó máa kọ́kọ́ kúrò létí ẹ̀ ni pé ó ń pẹ́ àkútúkú Mohbad lọ́nà ọ̀run bó ṣe sọ yẹn á dẹ̀ wá padà á ní àṣé kò sáṣegbé social media ni mo rò bá ń ṣe ó dàbí lọ́ọ̀yà Dàmọ́lá yìí ó sọ fún mi ní police station pé prank ni Dàmọ́lá what a disgusting lawyer. ó ní prank ni Dàmọ́lá ṣe pẹ̀lú tó ṣe yẹn wọ́n ní prank ó ń fi murder case prank murder allegation ló fi ń prank òun ló ti dáńgbà yẹn ó dá bó ṣe ń fi murder allegation tó fi ń prank you so mi ti ń wọ ilé ìzígbó lójú mẹ́sẹ̀jì tó ṣì wà ń bẹ̀ mo ti wọ́n sígbó yàn rí. Yeah, let's engage this live. Let's take it to 80,000 now. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Ṣáwọn èèyàn ń béèrè question ni mi ì rí gbogbo ẹ̀ Canada o. Nítorí lè máa béèrè gbogbo ẹ̀ mọ̀ rí gbogbo ẹ̀. So mọ́mí Dàmọ́lá tẹ̀báwọn ọmọ yóò lè dá sọ̀rọ̀ tí ó kàn mọ́ ẹ make sure pé travel lọ ẹ lọ bá sọ̀rọ̀ bí tó ti ń gbọ́ dáadáa. I don't know how far, I don't know, but you still have a role to go and play, Emiko. As a matter of fact, I can't decide for the police who to arrest and who not to arrest. So let's keep our fingers crossed and let's keep making enough. After Tolomba, if you ask me, Tolomba Sheti Abari can't support. Maybe 2-3 weeks, I'm free, and the next 3 weeks I'll be free again. Okweju. The production is about 2 weeks. Moya ma fi sinmi 1 week or 3 days. After Tabari, Takpa Olopakwa is ready. Tabari is ready. Táwọn ọba ráyè sí time here to continue the investigation. We can put up a press conference. Irú lawyer tó sọ pé wà ẹ́ sìn. We all come together and put up a press conference l'Abuja. Then invite the relevant people to make more noise and the whole stuff. And if we are public can come together after the press conference, we can do a short rally to just put the spotlight to the case again. We know the police, and it will be our press conference and our rally and our request will be in tandem with EBT status, EBT case in Dubai. So for the upturn time, if you don't get to hear from me in the next 2-3 weeks, ẹ bá mi sọ fáwọn èèyàn in case tí n bá sí online ẹ jẹ́ kó yé wọn oyè yín please ẹ sọ fún wọn pé it's not because I ran away o I am busy mo ń yaṣẹ́ mo ń shoot fíìmù ni o don't let them start saying all sort of nonsense I won't be able to hear most things. It's not the end of justice for Mohbad. At least by the time I come back police àwọn ọlọ́pàá yẹn náà àwọn investigation ẹlòmíì tó ti ṣe lọ wọ́n á ti free àwọn náà ti free àwọn náà ti rí màá ti owó tí mo fẹ́ ṣàjọ dáadáa then we tell them they can now progress okay, so that's the only appeal. Okay. Ta ni kiri yẹn kí ló sọ peperempe àbí ta ni peperempe yẹn okay oní Dàmọ́lá no it's a question now kí ló dé. Only, let me read our comments now. Only if Damola has confessed, message that. If Damola has confessed, why are you still shouting online, Mr. Fabiyi? If you ask me, who I go ask? I don't know. if you ask me who I go ask ṣé mi lọ ọlọ́pàá tó investigate ẹ̀ àbí wọ́n sọ fún mi pé kò ní lọ́ọ̀yà tó lè charge ọlọ́pàá sí court why are they still holding him ẹ lọ bọ́lọ́pàá béèrè pé why are they still holding him wọn ṣáà lè sọ pé mo ní kọ́ dìímú I can never ask that they should hold him illegally sọ ẹ máa wo ti yín jàre only thing tí mo kọ̀ lè bá a sọ̀rọ̀ mo ti advice Wùmí àti àdúrà ọ̀rẹ́ yín ni ẹ help ẹ lọ síbẹ̀ because the attention is needed tí ìyá Dàmọ́lá tẹ bá ń gbọ́ mi it is time for you to say Wùmí àdúrà ẹjọ́ tí ẹ wà lókìní yẹn tó bá jẹ́wọ́ ló ba ṣáàtì tó bá dẹ̀ jẹ́ pé Dàmọ́lá ni lọ sọ fáwọn ọlọ́pàá kó prove ẹ̀ fún wọn pé Dàmọ́lá ni because èyí tó gbé lọ sí court bẹ́ẹ̀ bóbò ni kò sí anything that has to do with murder allegation or evidence charges yẹn òun dẹ̀ sọ pé òun ti delete video evidence wọ́n ní nígbà tí fídíò yẹn ò ní nǹkan ṣe pẹ̀lú ikú tó pa Mohbad kò tiẹ̀ jọmọ́ nǹkan tó kọ sínú chat ìwọ Dàmọ́lá kí ló tó wá delete ẹ̀ ẹ̀rọ nǹkan dẹ̀ ok nítorí wá delete ẹ̀ ń sìn àti gbọ́ yá àti ẹ̀rádùúrà kó sọ fún wa pé lóòótọ́ òun ta fóònù fún ẹ kó dẹ̀ fi evidence bó ṣe ta àwọn gbogbo nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ́fẹ́ mọ̀ ẹ̀yin ọ̀hún lè jókòó sí ibi tó wà mi ò mọ̀ bí tàdúrà wà mi ìmọ̀lé wọn mi ò lè para mi ẹ lè máa rìn káàkiri ká níbi tí mo bí tó wà ń sìn it's a different ball game ó dẹ̀ kó wá sí court ìjọ sí kò wá so I can't keep myself so and the police too they don't know and àwọn ọlọ́pàá Lagos they might not want to divulge I don't think they even know too then ó dẹ̀ kó sọ pé wà lọ́dọ̀ kìnní kan bí ọdún kìnní yẹn I don't think they are mi ò mọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ because wọ́n kàn sọ pé abúlé Ẹ̀gbá ni I don't know the exact place so there is nothing me I can do mo ṣe ra ń wò mí jẹ́jẹ́ pé tó bá ti tó time maybe tí ìyá Dàmọ́lá tó bá pe Wùmí tó pe àdúrà ọmọ òun lọ tì mọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ó dẹ̀ yé ẹ̀yìn ìyá ẹ̀ náà ẹ bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀yìn bá ti bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n á ṣe nọ́mà wọ́n á mú jáde fún yín so that's the only way so that's the only thing o if not ó máa difficult ọkọ̀ máa dàgbà síbẹ̀ yẹn lọ ni because murder case ni it's a murder case in most cases sometimes they don't grant bail most cases so a lot of people don't know kò ń ṣe fraud lọ́nba it's a murder case òun náà pẹ̀lú àwọn tó gbé body Mohbad lọ hospital so àlàyé tó dẹ̀ ṣe tóun fi débẹ̀ jọ yẹn kò add up so ó dẹ̀ ti kọ́ sínú statement fún rẹ̀ so that's it ẹ má ẹ bí àwọn yẹn kọ́ lọ yọjú mi ò lè máa wáyàn kankan kiri o I no fit do any wàhálà kankan ibi tó dé yìí fúnra ọlọ́mọ àlọ́ wọ́n yọjú síbẹ̀ it's a murder case investigation not later ló máa hard tó bá ti withdraw case ti ọgbà yẹn tó bá ti establish role tí Dàmọ́lá play nínú ikú Mohbad wọ́n wá bá fi tó kùnkùn so o fẹ́ lu jìbìtì wọ́n á fi gbogbo yẹn extra làwọn yẹn ojúlówó gangan ni murder charges so tó bá dẹ̀ kó òun mọ̀ ń pa ẹ̀ I'm saying kó kádùrà àti kìíní kọ́ lọ ẹ̀pù ẹ̀ kọ́ sọ fún gbogbo lọ́dọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́ ṣe lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ yẹn àpò ara yín ni o kẹ́yìn tí a gbọ́ mo ti já yín sí ẹ̀pù tí mo update mo lè fún yín tó súnmọ́ díẹ̀ nìyẹn so guys ẹ̀yin tèmi àwọn ẹni tó ní smoke tí ẹ ara ẹ sọ. So anything melo fọkànbalẹ̀ ó ti yé yín. The government are listening to us and we are coasting to victory by the special grace of God. Ẹ jẹ́ àṣírà wa lọ́kàn. Ẹ jẹ́ àṣírà wa lọ́jọ́ ó mú ṣọ́ọ̀kì wọn bákan. Wọ́n lọ ní ká ṣe frog jump. Frog jump ló tún wọ plane tó tún mú suspect lọ. Kí la fẹ́ kọ́ lọ́n ṣe tí ò ṣe fún wa. Wọ́n rí yín mú gan lórí social media yìí o. Wọ́n rí yín mú gan. pẹ́ mo ní àwọn àgbà kò lélẹ̀ àwọn detective ò gbọ́dọ̀ máa lélẹ̀ gbogbo ẹlẹ́wọ̀n lọ́wọ́ máa rí mú ní ìwọ ọlọ́wọ́n ọba ìwọ ọlọ́wọ́n ọba fi wọ́n mọ̀nà ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ni wọ́n ti wọ ọmọ pé èlé fún yín lófo díẹ̀ ló kù o oyè yín díẹ̀ ló kù o. ẹ bá wa gbìyànjú let's put it this way ẹ bá wa gbìyànjú tẹ bá lè ṣe ẹ̀yin tẹ bá tọ́lọ́ bá fi sí lọ́kàn platform tọ́lọ́ bá fi sí lọ́kàn anybody that can just call ẹ bá wa raise let it be on standby oyè yín cause tó bá ṣẹlẹ̀ àwọn tó bá ti náwó gan Àbújá yá ni o so wọ́n bá di pé yẹn tó bá lọ fa ṣírí so that's the only help I can ask for ẹni láti kò fẹ́ mi as a matter of fact if I have anything I want to do kẹ́bà àfi kọ tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì ni tó bá ti dẹ̀ fẹ́lẹ̀ if you can do that that one is also good so n ti máa sọ mo lè tún bẹ̀bẹ̀ fún nìyẹn because as it is gbogbo ẹ̀kọ́ ni mo lè fi pamọ́ tààrà. Gbogbo ẹ̀ pamọ́ tààrà so mo lè bẹ̀bẹ̀ fún nìyẹn o mo ti unblock tasty favourite yẹn ta ló block onítàn keyboard sí wọn ló block onítàn ń bọ̀. kí ló dé nǹkan pé kí n block mọ́ mi láì tọ́ ń bò létí rí yẹn I didn't block her. Code backup where you seen that kind of stuff.
One drug, now I'm on top. Life me or any contour. Mo pa wọn ní Naija, ó tún pa wọn ní London.
Gbogbo ètò ṣe damage control yẹn. You have made a very terrible mistake by coming to defend this name. I can tell you for free, you don't know the damage you've caused, but Ashelon, the people about marriage justice, but with people like you have not only blocked, you have even placed a cost on the boy's body while he's in the mortuary with your disgusting, devilish criminal acts. And I know the boy will come for revenge. After the battle, 2 hours alone to share writing. Because we will believe with social media. And to one bed, on Daruko, Olopa, and son call me. Don't know what people are doing, though. Come on, say, don't know how only. Bàbá yẹn náà wọ́n fẹ́ máa change ohun padà níbẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run it's quite sad as God will have it Ọlọ́run mọ bóyá bá ṣe nǹkan aláṣepé lọ́lọ́run. So let's believe once again, if you believe that Mohbad is going to get justice, please put yes and amen. What are very, very important. Stage today kò ń ṣe àdúrà ká máa ranjú mọ́ Ọlọ́run. Olúwa ṣe wá ẹ ṣe gbìyànjú tó right. Kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ sọ pé yes and amen. Àṣẹ ti gùn. That Mohbad will get justice. Are very, very important. That's your àdúrà. So the question tẹ́ bá bèrè lára yín pé ẹ ń fọ́ aṣọ ẹ̀jẹ̀ ọmọ yín. Ṣé nọ́ọ̀sì náà ló gun lábẹ́rẹ́ tẹ́jẹ̀ fi ṣe tùrùrù tó dé singlet tó dé gbogbo ẹ̀? So ẹ̀jẹ̀ yẹn náà ló pọ̀. Ohun tó bá ti mú ẹ̀jẹ̀ kẹ́yìn rí ẹ̀jẹ̀ nílé that means pé tó bá jẹ́ pé show ni ẹ̀jẹ̀ ti wà ní definitely when they got home Mohbad àti bọ́ aṣọ ẹ̀jẹ̀ wọ́n ti pè yín wọ́n sọ pé àwọn gbọ́ ẹ̀jẹ̀ ló pọ̀ lára ẹ̀ ẹni tó sọ pé ó ṣeré wá bóun sálẹ̀ kò ní sọmọ́. Put yes and amen.
Coleman, an effective weapon against malaria. Coleman on. Malaria gone.
Download Global, order from your favorite restaurants in town, and satisfy
If
your
you believe,
Global, order anything
if you believe,
in minutes.
put yes and amen. Now Mohbad, I promise about the Meji. Yes, justice. Ṣàmì yẹn.
Ẹni tí ò ní àpàdánù, ìbá òótọ́ olú ìmọ̀.
Mohbad is gonna get justice.
Ẹni tí ò ní ọkọ̀ ní nǹkan. Àmì àṣẹ̀dá. Ẹni tí ò ní ọ kò ní nǹkan kan o. Ẹni tí ò ní ọ kò ní nǹkan kan. Kò ní nǹkan kan. Ẹni tí ò ní ọ kò ní nǹkan kan o. Ẹni tí ò ní ọ kò ní nǹkan kan o. Mo wá rí fọ́bà tó ní dídá ayé. Ìbàrẹ̀màrẹ̀ onígbẹ̀dẹ̀ ọ̀run. Ìwọ tó ní gbogbo ayé ní ìkáwọ́ kó ti tò ìka tó. Ìbà onímọ̀ tó ga jù. Bàbá ni bàbá ń ṣe. Àmì àṣẹ ìdá mo gbé bá fún mi. Àṣẹ ìdá alámọ̀. Ẹni tí ò ní ọ̀kẹ́. Ẹni tí ò ní àpàdánù ńlá ló pa láyé lọ́rùn. Ìwà òótọ́ olú ìmọ̀. Àtótóǹtó mórí bá o. Ẹni tí ò ní ọkọ̀ ní nǹkan.
Mommy Convention TV, bless you so much.
Ẹni tí ò ní ọ kò ní nǹkan. Ẹ máa ní pẹ̀rẹ̀ láàbọ̀. Ẹni tí ò ní ọ kò ní nǹkan. Kò ní kíní kan lágbọ̀n. Ẹni tí ò ní ọ kò ní nǹkan. Ó kọ́ fún láyé lọ́rùn o. Ẹni tí ò ní ọ kò ní nǹkan kan. Ó dá òkun.
Ẹ bá wa pé Bukky Jesse nígbà tó gbé àdúrà àti Mohbad dé pàǹtí ẹni tó lóun wá justice boldly ó fọwọ́ gbá ọyàn àti igẹ̀ ó ní àwọn ọlọ́pàá ní they are satisfied and is dead on arrival. Ẹ bá wa pé kẹ́bẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ yìí still Mohbad is still that case is he still dead on arrival. Ó ní ṣan tó dájẹ́ you are a terrible disgusting individual. Ọlọ́mọ yẹ kí ọ bá pàdé irú ẹ̀ tó bá jí báyìí kó pàdé irú ẹ̀ kó lọ sùn padà ní àgbákò ni ẹ. You are not worthy to be a voice in any society. Tí ó bá ń ṣe ohun tó dé tó ní kọ́ wò ó ni èmi a máa wà ń di máa jà fún human rights máa jà fún justice irú ààyè ló ń yọjú. How will you fit in? I'm ashamed for people like you and those that reason and even key into people like you. Ohun tó dé tó ní kọ́ wò ó ni you destroy the pathway to justice for an innocent boy. Torí because of what? Akọyàn burúkú sáyà ọyàn tó ti sán tó ti ṣá. Ọ̀tẹ̀ kò tí bá ní kí mú gan ẹ máa bẹ̀ mí kí tó lè fà á mú ni ṣáà mú bẹ́ẹ̀ ti máa kọ̀ mú pé kí n fi ṣàánú irú yìí ṣáà àwọn èèyàn tó lè takú sí díẹ̀ pé yé ọmú rè ọmú rọ̀rọ̀ rádaràda.
Ọ̀dà ọ̀sà alára tó fomi ṣe ọ̀ṣọ́ ìwọ tó mọ bí ẹja gbàdódò má jẹ̀mú tó buyọ̀dá òkun yanrìn àtẹ̀káyé ọ̀dà òkùnkùn bírímù ọ̀gá ìmọ̀lẹ̀ o ojú ọ̀run onílẹ̀kùn ó gbé bí méjèèjì láì rìnrìn àjò.
Dead on arrival is now in Abuja. More dead on arrival will get to Abuja. And Mohbad will get the justice it deserves and it will be buried properly and it will go and rest finally. Because the Nigerian society and public, that is what they're asking the government to do. And we have a leader that we can trust with the justice in this country. And that is Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Trust me, There is renewed hope of justice under this administration. He doesn't joke with human rights. And on that mandate, we are standing. A fair call. Justice for Mohbad is coming. Dead on arrival, my faith. Shame on you.
Ohun ẹ̀dá gbanu ẹ̀dá wáyé, ibi ẹ̀mí gbà lọ́ba ẹnìkan ò mọ̀. Àjùlọ o, ẹni tí ò wá ọ kò lè mọ nǹkan. Ẹni tí ò wá kẹ́ o, ẹni tí ò ní ọ kò ní nǹkan kan kórí.
Ẹyin burúkú tó ní ẹ má fi ṣe BJ mọ́ o, ó lè máa jẹ́ BJ, má fi ṣe blue job. Kí gírì má lọ mú ẹ àbí kọ́ sọ ẹ látàkó yáwèrè, tẹ́pọ̀n ẹlẹ́pọ̀n wà lẹ́nu ẹ, ó máa ja túrú nítorí. You're just a terrible human being. Olórí kàtí fíìmù bá the face tó fi jẹ́ kí justice ẹ̀ kó delay. You are top notch. You presented yourself with your platform and those that are following you, and you messed up the key pathway to the justice for this boy. Kọ́lọ́n tó lè dáríjì ọmọ aláti lọ wẹ̀ ló máa wẹ̀ ló dùn fún odidi ọjọ́ méje 7 times in 7 days. Tó bá gbàbẹ̀ bóra kò ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ń bẹ̀.
Nǹkan kan o, ẹni tí ò ní ọ kò ní nǹkan. Afọ́jú san tó nítọ̀hún lọ mo gbà. Ẹni tí ò ní ọ kò ní nǹkan. Kò ní nǹkan kan o. Ẹni tí ò ní ọ kò ní nǹkan kan. Má jẹ̀mú aláìlé ìpín.
But I put up their time. Mark my word, you will be celebrated as a hero very soon. Ogbe tẹ́ wá ṣe lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Mohbad. When the entire family of Ease don't take Casey, none of his family member are on his side, and you stood for him. I can tell you for free. In this Mohbad case, kò gbọdọ̀ débọ̀ mọ́ yín mọ́ torí ọmọ ọlọ́mọ tẹ́ mọ̀ ó ń ṣohun kékeré. You were able to stand for 2 years fighting. Government listen to us, they are listening. Ẹ gbàgbé bó ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ọwọ́ later you will know most of the àwọn tó wà ń lu àwọn alágbára that are loyal to the president, that are standing firm to say Mohbad must get justice. And that's why I've been able to sound a serious warning. Orí ọ̀fẹ́ ni. About 3 to 4 key embassies, they are on standby. But is going to get justice. There's no two ways about it. Trust me. Most of these countries, they don't condone nonsense. Whether you're a terrible criminal in your country or you are, whatever it is, they don't condone it. It's a mandate. It's part of the article that establishes most of his foreign missions. They must do everything to ensure that those people that are fomenting trouble, criminals, they don't have. That's why when they want to see that somebody is a terrorist in their country, in Luton embassy, get information. They are always around. They are always around. They are aware of Mohbad's case, and they know. Believe social media, TikTok is an opportunity to express their fury. It's a direct case. Whatever it is, time is going to come. Time is going to come. Once you try, or do make it all of you hold a spellbound. And trust me, justice is coming. And it's about Baweje, this stage it a day. To block justice from bad. The spirit of that boy is demanded fully. And he must get justice. Anybody to Baweje, and he said today, I want to make sure I betray the president. I want to deceive the president. I want to take blood money. I want to ensure that boy could sing to you, because I don't care if the father or mother are not interested. It's my business. This country is bigger than everybody. That justice must be served. And it will be served because this government promises that they will stand by the masses and every citizen individually. And they are doing that thing. And kudos to the people that are loyal and in the circle of a president. If not, you will be saying, William. Tẹ́ bá lórí tí ò dá sí ti yín tí ò dá sí ẹni kò dá sí tẹ́ bá lórí tó wá dá sí ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ lè sọ because ń tẹ́yìn sí wọn síbẹ̀ láti ṣe nìyẹn we don't vote for èmi ò lè dìbò fún ọjọ́ ọ̀la pé tó bá ń pa ọmọ mi kọ́lọ̀ máa ìyẹn lè máa dìbò fún. I will vote for a government that will says any life must be preserved. People should not start taking anybody's life arbitrarily. That any case they will pursue it to the end. They will pursue it. Ìlú yóò gbọ́dọ̀ dorí kodò kò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ lásìkò tiwa. So, ladies and gentlemen, I love and appreciate everyone. To all those that have always been, let me see. Let me see. I'm going to play a game. Hello.
Hello, sir.
How are you?
I'm fine. Good evening.
What's going on?